Hello, this is Lily de Silva, lesson 3. We're doing the English into Pali exercises, usual format. I will say the sentence in English, leave a pause for you to say it in Pali, then I'll say it in Pali, leave another pause for you, and then I'll repeat in Pali. Number 1. The recluse sees the Buddha with his friend. Samano mittena saha buddham passati. Samano mittena saha buddham passati. I should mention a possible ambiguity in this sentence. Does it mean the recluse with his friend sees the Buddha, or does it mean that the recluse sees the Buddha and the Buddha is with the Buddha's friend? The way the key translates the exercise into Pali, mittena saha is put immediately after samanno. That indicates that it's talking about the samana, the recluse with the recluse's friend. If it were sees the Buddha with his, that is to say, with the Buddha's friend, I would have tended to put the mittena saha after buddham. So samano buddham mittena saha passati. But clearly that's not the intention here. Number 2, disciples go to the monastery with the Buddha. Savaka tathagatena saha viharam gacchanti. Savaka tathagatena saha viharam gacchanti. Now here, as in other sentences, I'm following the way that the published key to the exercises puts it, but of course it would have been equally correct to say Sabaka buddhena saha viharam gacchanti, or Savaka sugatena saha viharam gacchanti, and so on. Number 3, the horse runs to the mountain with the dogs. Asso sonehi saddhim pabbatan dhavati. Asso sonehi saddhim pabbatam dhavati. The boy hits the lamp with a stone. Kumaro pasanena deepam paharati. Kumaro pasanena deepam paharati. 5. Merchants shoot deer with arrows. Vanija sarehi mige vijjanti. Vanija sarehi mige vijjanti. 6. Farmers dig pits with their hands. Kasaka hattehi avarte khananti. Kasaka hattehi avarte khananti. 7. Boys go to the monastery by chariot with their uncle. Kumara matulena saddhim rathena viharam gacchanti. Kumara matulena saddhim rathena viharam gacchanti. Number 8, the Brahmin cooks rice with his friend. Brahmano mittena saha odanam pachati. Brahmano mittena saha odanam pachati. And equally correct, of course, to say sahayakena saha or sahayakena saddhim or mittena saddhim. It would make no difference. Number 9. The king protects the island with wise men. Bhupalo panditehi saha deepam rakhati. Bhupalo panditehi saha deepam rakhati. Now, notice here there's an interesting ambiguity in the English, which is avoided in the Pali, and the same would apply to Sanskrit. The king protects the island with wise men. It could mean one of two things. It means the king, in the company of his wise men, in company of the wise men, protects the island. Or it could mean, the king sends a battalion of wise men to protect the island. If he's the king in the company of the wise men, it says it's put in the key here, panditehi saha deepam rakhati. But if he's sending a battalion of wise men, just using the wise men as an instrument, as a thing to protect the island with, then it would just be bhupalo panditehi deepam rakhati. Number 10. Kings worship monks with their sons. Bhupala puttehi saddhim samane vandanti. Bhupala puttehi saddhim samane vandanti. Again, in potential ambiguity in the English, in that monks who have sons are worthy of being worshipped by kings, but the Pali makes it clear that the kings in the company of their own sons worship the monks. That's Bhupala puttehi saddhim, that's the Bhupala in the company of their own sons, samane vandanti. 11. Thieves bring horses to the island. Chora asse deepam aharanti. Chora asse deepam aharanti. Note there the two accusatives. The asse is the accusative plural, it's the direct object of aharanti, they bring the horses, asse aharanti. And deepam in the accusative, because it's the accusative of motion, they bring the horses to the island. Number 12. Disciples climb mountains with men. Savaka purisehi saha pabbate aruhanti. Savaka purisehi saha pabbate aruhanti. 13. Merchants cut trees with farmers. Vanija kassakehi saddhim rukhe chindanti. Vanija kassakehi saddhim rukhe chindanti. 14. The beggar digs a pit with a friend. Yachako nittena saha avartam khanati. Yachuko mittena saha avartam khanati. 15. The Brahmin sees the moon with his uncles. Brahmano matulehi saha chandam passati. Brahmano matulehi saha chandam passati. 16. The thief hits the horse with a sword. Choro kaggena assampaharati. Choro kaggena assampaharati. 17. The son brings rice in a bowl. Putto pattena odanamaharati. Putto pattena odanamaharati. 18. Boys run to the mountain with their dogs. Kumara sunakehi saha pabbatam dhavanti. Kumara sunakehi saha pabbatam dhavanti. And of course equally correct to say surnehi saha or surnehi sadhim or kukurehi saha kukurehi sadhim. Merchants come to the village by carts with farmers. 19. Vanija kassekehi saddhim sakatehi gamamagachanti. Vanija kassekeni saddhim sakatehi gamamagachanti. 20. Uncles come to the monastery by chariots with their sons. Matula puttehi saha rathehi viharamagachanti. Matula puttehi saha rathehi viharamagachanti. 21. Jackals run to the mountain along the road. Sigala maggena pabbatan dhavanti. Sigala maggena pabbatam dhavanti. 22. Dogs dig pits with their feet. Kukura padehi avarte khananti. Kukura padehi avarte khananti. 23. The man carries a saw in his hand. Naro hatena kakachan harati. Naro hatena kakachan harati. 24. Recluses go to heaven. Samana saggam gachanti. Samana saggam gachanti. 25. The Buddha comes to the village with his disciples. Buddho savakehi saha gamamagacchati. Buddho savakehi saha gamam agacchati. And that concludes the English to Pali section of Lesson 3.